Hi, let's set up this journal in Google Doc. Before we start, let me let you know that this will be more than one video. So I'll go as long as I can for the 10 minutes that I have for this video, then I'll do a second part if I need to, and even a third. So be sure you're looking at all parts of this. All right, before we even start, I already know that I want the font in my journal to be different. So I'm going to do Control A. And I'm going to go ahead and just change my font. If you want a different font, you can do that as well. The first word in your journal is going to actually just be the word journal. Then I want you to just hit the enter key twice and type the word by, no colon, and then type your first and last name. That's pretty much all the words you need on this cover sheet. Now I want you to decorate this some kind of way. I'm going to go ahead and do mine in a different size, different color, and center it. Centering it like this, I'm going to probably make it just a little bit bigger since it is on the front page, and then make the word journal even bigger than that. Then I'm going to color the word journal. You don't have to color your word journal. I do want it to be bigger, and I want the font to be something that you like. If you like the default font, you can just use that as well. Now, every page is going to include words and a picture. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture. To do that, I can go here to insert because we're already on the internet. And in the image, search the web, type in the word journal, and then choose an option that you like. So that's my option. I'm going to go ahead and insert that picture, and it puts it wherever my cursor is. Wrap text is a little different in here than it is in Microsoft Word, but if I click this and I use the option that's actually called wrap text, it'll allow me to move this picture wherever I want it to go. Okay, you can tell when you're in the center by the little line that shows up right there. So now my picture's in the absolute center of the page, and that's exactly where I want it to go. And that looks pretty good. I like that. There we go. So now I'm just going to click on the side of my picture just so I'm on the last part of it, the part of this page. And I'm going to press, from my computer, I'm going to press Command Return. That's on a Mac. You might have to press Control Enter. There's some other options. What you're trying to do is put in a page break. I don't want you to hit the Enter key until you get to the next page. Please don't do that. I want you to make sure that you always use whatever the option is to put in a page break. That's what you want to do. So there's my first page. My first page journal by Mrs. Sheila Davis. That's what I want you to have on the first. Everybody's page is going to look like this. The fonts are going to be different. The colors will be different. Some of you will have other little pictures on there. That's perfectly fine as well. So that's how we'll start. Our next page, our next page is the table of contents page. Now, for every page except the actual entries, we're going to have information that explains what should be on that page. So for the table of contents page, and you're going to type this, you should have this on yours. It says every entry must be listed in this table of contents. Be sure to include the title and date. Now, those are the items you want to make sure you include in this table of contents. As you go along, depending on how long we go in this journal, you may have more than one page of a table of contents, and that's perfectly fine. All right. To start numbering this table of contents, I'm going to press the 1, a period, and a space. That allows me to automatically number. So we know the very first thing is table of contents. Now, I already know what the second one is going to be. The second page is going to be guidelines, and I'll tell you about that one in a few minutes. And then the third one is going to be our first journal entry, and it's going to be called journaling. All right, so those are the three things I know are going to be there. I'm going to hit the enter key because I know I have a fourth one and one more, and I'm going to press Command Enter, and that gets me to the next page. And now that's this. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Decorate this however I want to. Make this a little bit bigger, my title. Now on these pages, I don't need you to necessarily decorate them. I do want that first page decorated. And if you want to make this look the same, you're welcome to do that. But that's what we're going to do here. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I'm going to put a picture in while I'm gone. I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to come back, and we'll continue with this journal